Welcome to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. N.E.W. Wash hands to minimize chance of COVID-19 infection. It said there on the screen. Yes, always a good idea to keep good hand sanitation. Cheers. Pandemic or not, let's remember that. To keep good hand sanitation. Yes, hand sanitation. Yep, here we now have all the stuff needed to build a town, I think, or to supply a town with and the people therein with the things that they all should need. I had to turn the train off because it kept buying food and it kept running the bank account a bit low. But the fuel tank is about to be filled up, at least. Right. These people who are going to live in this town to make ends meet and so on, and to make their existence justified, they're going to dig for coal wherever. I keep forgetting where I put the coal mine. There it is. Right. Yes, so town, coal mine. I think we can pull the trigger on this one, pull the handle here and get it going. Dollars has actually racked up quite a bit. That's good. Since the rubles are not racking up quite so quickly. Now that we're importing stuff, fuel and supplies. Right, this takes a little while, but I'm curious to see exactly what the quality of source was. I think it was pretty damn good. Now, town. Yes, the most important purpose of the town is to get people out and work at various places, and the way you do that is from a bus platform, and there is only one really, wherever it is here, for citizens, bus platform, the big one. This is it? Yes, this is it. Hello? Yes. Is this the center of town then? The bus platform? Yes. Something like so. That's the center of town. And a bit of streets. That's always a good place to start. And also you can say it's pretty damn flat, which is good. Easy, but not that challenging. Yep, well, we roll the dice on the random map, and this is what we got, and this is what we have. The random map generator is not on the road map, unfortunately, as far as I could tell. It could use some work. Right, there we have it. That's a good start. This will be the center of town. I figure we will have a street or something like so, and about here too, somewhere. That's 250,000 rubles there. Yes, thank you so much. So cheap, these streets. So, other than that, people are going to require food. That's important. Where have they put that nowadays for citizens? Residential areas, perhaps? Food and shopping. Shopping. Small shopping center, small store, shopping center. Shall we have a big one? This is very large. Yes, we'll have a big one. Since, I don't know why, but since this is the first town. That's why. 151,000. Right. Shopping center. There are a few more things that will be required. a few more things. Heating, electricity, daycare, heating, electricity. Somewhere there. There and over here and over. I think I might be overdoing it and putting them too far away. Future expansion. But have we covered the center of town? Actually, not sure. No, but put it. You have covered this with this one. Yes. Good. Very good. So we're at the dance floor. And yes, so to get electricity we also need these things. I'm apparently imagining quite a metropolis here, or something, it would seem. But I think that will go quite humble in the beginning. Why didn't I put one out here? Yes, I did. And the transformer is over there somewhere, right? Great. We'll this will, since there are people involved, I'm not going to mess with wind power. I'm going to go import until we can supply our own predictable electricity or energy. We can't call it quite energy production, but energy conversion, yes. Electricity production, perhaps. Electricity is power. Power, we cannot produce power. We can't change state of it. Try, as we might. But it is plainly difficult to try and do so. There we go, and off to the transformer, right? Where did I leave the transformer? I don't need that. It's right behind you. Great. And before we go to the transformer, I'm just going to put down one more of these here, which, like so. There we go, and I put it the wrong way. One more then. Transformer is there. We don't want to mess with that space because of trains. And we do not want to intermingle with this electricity because that is wind power. That is purely for train and automatic resource extraction. Oh, go off this way. There we go. I should now have electricity in our new town. It's hard to call a town, perhaps, because there is nothing here. Electricity. Will we have heat when the day comes? It's March, but still we're going to plan for it. Right, we can do underground heat pipes and things now, somehow. And that means I'm going to need to use the F function keys on the keyboard. Yes, and to do that with this piece of crap Logitech wireless K830, whatever this piece of crap is called, I have to open the program for it, yes, which apparently for some reason, to make a settings program for a keyboard, has to be hundreds of megabytes, and it has to take minutes to load, and it has to lock up so that you cannot even open it yet. Did I mention that I don't like Logitech software very much? I mean, the hardware is not great, but it's decent enough for what it is. You don't expect more. You're finished. 75%. That's decent. But the software is just terrible. This is not going to launch. A piece of junk. Why? Logitech options. Try again. But when it does this, there's only one thing that can get it to launch. I've been there before. That's to reboot the computer. As you're searching for something, you say. But then you just go blank, and then nothing's going to happen. Screw you. Function keys. Why would I need the function keys? To look underground. Never mind that. We'll figure out how to look underground without using the function keys. Why I don't know. You have to get on with it. That's where is the heating then? Here it is. Heating. Heating pumping station heats a heat exchanger. These have pretty good range. Could perhaps put them. I have to think of where would there is the coal heating plant somewhere in between coal mine and town. Could be pointing them this way then. Oh. And the thing. On here too, maybe, but then one has to use extensions, perhaps, to get the pipe to go all the way, and you lose so much heat in doing one of these heat pumping stations. No, it's not quite worth it usually. A bit more street, road, in front of the shop. And footpaths too. Definitely. Great. We have a beginning. Yeah, we do. A school, perhaps. School. Yeah, school. Get this up. I haven't connected pipes to this yet. Yeah, underground pipes. You said something. I might as well get the heating plant in. Heating plants. It's March. We have heat exchangers. We have a heating plant later. It's March, it's 19 degrees, yeah, and the wind is blowing just enough to keep the trains rolling and the resource extraction going, I would think. Great. So yeah, build a school. A school, that's for state infrastructure. Here we go. This is serious business. State infrastructure, children. Excellent. School, orphanage, school we'll have. This is powered and heated from all kinds of directions. That's just perfect. Put it. There's where we put it. A bit wonky. That's how it's going to be. And then. Also here in the vicinity of it have the hospital where they put secret police. We can't even see what these are called, but there is there is secret police, but there isn't like regular police. Lensman. Like not the secret police, but the police that we can at least pretend are here to keep us safe and so on. But the secret police is the only thing we got, and we can read here how it works somewhere with regarding this statistic, government loyalty, which has not mattered previously, but now does matter. And that is something about citizens ought to be government loyalty. We're watching. Here it just said we're not actually watching. Well, now we do. If value is too low, then citizens react more negatively when they miss something. If value is below 30%, it may affect also citizens' happiness. It will decrease according to how small is loyalty. Okay, if value is high, the citizens react not. Anyway, the point that I reacted quite negatively. The only way to find out how the government loyalty of the citizens is by using the secret police, and they will come by the dwelling of the citizens and install spy equipment in every single person's house. I don't know if I can stand for that. We have to draw the line somewhere, and I don't think I will be going around installing spy devices in people's homes. No. I have to figure out some other way of keeping a sort of track of. I mean, if they get out and get rowdy and angry, I suppose we can surmise that they're not happy. Trees and accessories, but we'll put up a few statues of or a fountain, a big fountain. Is only going to work in summertime. A statue of Lenin is going to stand all year round. In copper or concrete. I think concrete is. Could we get it in here? No, but the copper one is that we couldn't maybe get in here. I don't think so. We could get him in here. Fence. Yeah, I don't know if I like where this is going. Well, this is I've always seen this as a game. Yes, the Soviet Republic. Yes, now we get into politics here. Politics. So they have Anthem of the Soviet Republic. They have a track on the soundtrack. This is communism. This is communist utopia because we don't have an internal currency even. This is. What is it? I don't know how it goes in English, but what Marx said about by each and everyone of their means, and to each and everyone by their needs, or something like that. In German, of course, he would have said it, but I don't know. Bei alle Menschen auf der Vermögen und so vidare und so weiter. Genau. No, that's not what it said. But anyway, yes, and we have progressed through socialism here to the communist utopia, and that's why we don't have an internal currency. We just deal with foreign currencies and so on. Eventually, when we get to that state, right now we're just an automatic resource extraction here. But if go look at my series 2 TBD2 or whatever. From that's a utopia. That's a communist utopia. Right. Anyway, cheers. It was a bit of a digression there because what I really wanted was a hospital. A hospital is something that is both an emergency thing and something that people will need to go and visit every now and then. But they can do that after they have been shopping, if they like. We can actually put the hospital out here. The hospital is supposed to have upgraded vehicle dynamics flow thing so that it works better. We'll see. I hope so. Okay, we have a school, we have hospitals, so soon we should have a fire station too. Once we're at it here. Yeah, out here. Yeah, out here. Fire station. Orphanage. I will have that was large. On the outskirts here. Is that like wide map wide coverage or how does it work? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe. Yeah, more streets. These are real cheap, these streets. Too sharp a turn? I don't know. There we go, that's the boundaries of the town, and here we go with, we'll get a few fire engines. What do we have? This is really slow, but it's good when it gets there, but it has burnt down before it gets anywhere. But we don't have much to choose from. 90 kilometers per hour, but speed level 4. So yeah, they only bring like one of these that you have on the wall then. It was 80 kilometers per hour and speed 12 from East Germany. That will have 40% cloud coverage, I think. Wind is actually of more use. Wind or temperature is the most useful. Temperature is going to be fine for a couple of months. Just imagine March. Yes, we're pretty far from March now. Yes, entering into October. Lovely. A lot of wind and rain ahead. And snow. Maybe a sludge. Yes. And darkness. Most of all, the darkness. 20 meters a second is blowing. It's a storm. How is the wind power also be doing great? Yes, but never mind the wind power. Get on with the town building. I'm good, doing my best here. We have fire station. We have this thing. Should we buy a few ambulances too while we're at it? Sure. This is the one I always had. This is the top speed. That one. There we go. So. Yes, we now should have a pub. A pub. Citizens, tourism, trees, residential areas, maybe. Culture, alcohol, beach, cafe, bar, or pub. Could fit it. We cannot fit it in. Fit it in by the bus platform. No, we want to have good access to what you call it, footpaths and such around there. So we'll have it here. That should be most things that we require. Now, residential, large residential. No, not quite yet. More state infrastructure. That's not here. State infrastructure was here. No. Kindergarten. Yes. Kindergarten, we can actually no. We wait with kindergarten until such time that we have built the dwellings, because when we have the dwellings, then we know where we're going to need the kindergartens. I think it's time to do the dwellings. The residential areas, large residential buildings. So we have 189, 91%. Yeah, this is the one. Now, how to get quite. How do I have this set regarding? No. I want to control our import of people here a bit as much as possible, so to get as good a mix we can. Apparently building this as we go. Not do that. This may well be wrong somewhere. Can we have one this way? And this way. This will leave for now. Don't know what we want in there, but something. No. There is something it's going to want to be. It's going to want to be there, and there's not much I can do. So we do this out and then go from here and stop. There we go. And all of these fiddler bits, these are hopeless if you're building, not using the auto build option here, but building it yourself. Then this takes some time. Let's say. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. There we go. But now, since we're not, we can simply hit $86,600 to go for. And this actually ended up. But these prefabricated buildings, I do not trust by them from the West. I don't think they know as much about putting these. What is it? Khrushchev, not some old dudes building type. Brezhnevsky or Khrushchevsky, or whoever it was. Brezhnevsky, I suppose. Something. Yes. Footpath. Straight down to the pub. There's electricity problems, but that's because the wind isn't blowing and it's not so bad. I have seen in the menu that you can actually turn those off, but I think I'll leave them on for now. It adds to the chaos. I have enough of these footpaths anytime soon. Yes, pretty much now. Yes, pretty much now. Orphanage, they need tutors. Okay. And food. and meat. Oof. But speaking of food and meat, we need to connect this up to this place. Using a road, I would suggest, is a good idea. If we should we really wind it through the... Oh, I suppose we do. And over to there. Yes, have it. And we want technical services too. Refueling a gas station in town. Somewhere. That was expensive. I should have used the dollars, I think. Mistake. I will bring people in soon. Recreation or something. Recreational activities for the citizen. Tourism. Museum of the Republic indoor pool. Indoor pool. I think they like that. Beach. No. Not something that can be used year round. Out by the hospital is perhaps a decent spot. Yeah. Should have noticed it's in the way of this footpath. It doesn't matter. Okay. Kindergarten is now remaining. Children, kindergarten, very important. And also required in surprising amounts. I think I see this street right here. I see this extending. Like about so. And then the kindergarten does not fit in there, but it fits around here somewhere. Absolutely sure it won't fit in here. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, somewhere else. They're down here. That's probably just put down the kindergarten somewhere here. Oh, that's too central. This is a bit remote. This is a bit remote. Sure. And before we start bringing people in, we keep a low amount of staffing at all the places. Don't need all that, and we don't need 50 staff, 50 doctors. Oh, 5 more to do it. The school, however, I think is going to need good staffing. Intend on bringing in people from all from different walks of life. Speaking of which, is it time? No, it's not time, because I have prepared here a distribution office and such. Now we need to add the shopping center on this and the fuel thing. Then you can bring fuel to hospitals and these, but I mean they're next door to they can go and fill it up themselves. The hospital, If they had an emergency power generator so they can keep the lights on too when there is a power outage, then they could be bothered bringing diesel to the hospital. But it doesn't have one of those, so it's not getting any diesel. Nope. But that's getting 80% and that's getting that good. Okay, that was supposed to be in the center of town. Is that now is reachable by all the residential houses? Great. But for now, we're not actually accepting any people in here. We'll just see what happens. Right, food ought to start showing up here soon. We need more infrastructure for technical services. That's depot, no, maintenance. Okay. You have tankers coming. Yes, you do. Have we stopped importing fuel yet? Or had we stopped? Yes, the train is now parked here. Very good. I have food, not in the shop. Oh, but what's this? Clothing is the first thing. Oh, we have this is important now. Limit amount, yes. We don't want the same amount of clothing as we do. And no electronics. 4 tons, that's a bit much. 1.75. Rest is for clothing. And for the meat too. There's always another thing. Depots. Road vehicles depot. Put it out by the technical services. Come on. Hurry up. Yes, thank you. And if they have something in the west, refrigeration wise, this 6.8 tons, $24,000. Sounds a bit expensive. I have plenty. Green. And you go from this place, for example, and you load meat, and you go to the shopping center, and you wait until you are unloaded, and you get going on that. But now I have food. Oh, I forgot something more else. There's another place that's going to need the services of the distribution office, and that's the pub. And the orphanage. Come to think of it. And the orphanage also probably needs this set to be sane. That's a large amount of stuff. No, not demolish it, but we keep it. I mean, I think we can almost close it. We'll keep it at the bare minimum. So far, these people will not produce anything whatsoever. They will just cost. They will provide some fire protection. Granted. Let's give them that. Yep. Well, okay. We do it now. Should we mix people in, or should we keep segregation in the houses? We do one house, this one, for example, which is closest to the shopping center and everything. If we take fancy people here, 5 experts from the Soviet bloc. How much is this cost? This is costing a lot. Okay. That was damned expensive. Can we have some regular folk? It's also very expensive. I get a few educated people on and then we take cheap people here from the third world. Cheap people. This doesn't sound right. Yeah, but you see, they are uneducated and in bad health and so on. Speaking of which, can they walk to hospital? I don't think they can walk to hospital, you see. Some, not all. No, the poor people here cannot walk to hospital. But we can probably make a little shortcut. There we go. That's got it all sorted out. Okay, this is actually quite exciting and terrifying. Here now we have people walking about wildly. And this flooded the school quite a lot. And here we could get in early on the government loyalty, because if we had people who had good government loyalty, we could have them in the teaching in the school. That would instill good values or government loyalty in everyone passing through it. But to do that, we need secret police. And who do you employ as a secret police? How do you know their loyalty? Do they send them from Moscow, or how does that work? State infrastructure. Secret police, I don't like this. You wouldn't stand for installing spy devices. Yeah, but I want to see what the secret police does too. I can't help but say that I'm a bit interested, but a bit curious, say. We fill it up here. There we go. Temperature in building is too low. Oh, this is April. Come on. How bad? You are a bit too picky now. Secret police. Duty vehicles. Yeah, but we don't know this. I suppose the spy device tells the truth in either case. I think that this is the one, right? That secret police drives this. Can we get them some Western? They could have. Wait a minute, you're not getting these. I'm sorry. These we're keeping at the road vehicles depot. Where did I leave it? Here. Oh, you're getting something different. Something completely different. You're getting these. There you go. Blue, very incognito. Okay. We now have numbers here. 593 people. 50%. What is that? 50% of something can work or do work or. Yeah, we know they're uneducated. Satiation 66%. How are they doing here? Oh, they're doing okay. They're doing great. 65% happiness. Not perfect. Secret police. Okay. Oh, government loyalty. Should be pretty decent to work here. There are plenty of problems, but that's how it is. I can't participate in any sport. Where a lot of people. What's wrong with this place? It's a bit remote. Yeah, but you can go after you've been shopping. Later on, maybe. I'd like some more regular people, maybe. These are expensive. That's about all the money. Yes, but I have absolutely no expenses in rubles. Yes, I do. We buy decent food and things, but yeah, I have plenty of those in the buffer. In this place, right? 374 tons of food. 82 tons of meat. Should last us a while. 686 people. Okay. We don't have this is also for the third world people. Like, this might be overloading the school a bit. Yes, it is probably quite. We need one more government state industry here, state infrastructure, and that's the City Hall Accounting Office. That's what this space was not reserved for. They don't know what that space is reserved for, but it's for something. The Hall Accounting Office. Out here by the heat exchanger, they can keep very warm. This was all we needed to keep tabs on people previously, but not anymore. So this is like too far away from anything. Let's wait until the road gets finished. If it ever does, that ran out of money. We were supposed to build that for the dollars. And out of range of all the residential buildings. Okay, no one is going to work here then. Oh, I suppose we throw up a few. Throw up. That's what we do. We throw up a few buildings. Wait, this is supposed to be bet one. That's not bought the wrong house. This 96% the quality of flats. As this one is slightly better. By the secret police here, we can have a little neighborhood. Are they going to feel safe and very good privacy, like they have? You still have the water bill with rubles thing clicked. Not going to do you any favors here. There is a power line, okay. there, and maybe even more residential buildings whilst we're at it, or something else in here to keep them for the citizens, for something like sport, football playground behind the secret police. Behind the secret police. Yeah, come on now. We need to end this. This has gone on now too long. Way too long. It always does this. Yes, but we now have people. That's exciting. I wonder what will happen. So this, the secret police. Do we know your government loyalty? 61%, you say? This temperature thing is 14 degrees. Come on, it's the 25th of April. Pull it together. Now, heating and things, it's not going to happen quite this evening. You're going to have to make do with electricity for now. You see, electricity and springtime. That should be plenty. But before winter comes, we definitely need to get the coal going. It's pretty close to town now, I see, and the heating plant, and it's going to be polluting maybe. Yeah. Epidemic situation report. Seems we are impacted by serious infection, causing patients severe complications or even death. This disease is not very infectious and will not spread easily through the population. We expect long duration. So what? It's serious, but it's not very contagious. Right. I don't know. This I think the pub should have a little bit of a shortcut here. Yeah, this should be. Just stop it then. Yes, stop. Stop. That's good. Next order of business is get the heating working for winter. So we need to start digging for coal. And that's the most important bit. And then when we have coal, we can also try and get iron, and then we can have steel. Then the world lies before us here. 801 population, 811 population. This can be enough to grow from inbreeding. I don't know, the people here do not procreate with as couples, they procreate by themselves. So I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference if we have a good genetic mix or not. It's going to be what it is in either case. Happiness, is that going up? 60%. It's not a very high number, but it was lower before, wasn't it? Now I have all sorts of troubles and things to worry about. People. Yep, wrap it then. I am wrapping it. Yeah, all the trains and everything are running. They are. If the wind's blowing. There is a storm. Again, 20 meters a second, 18. So the trains are definitely running at full speed. Electricity problem, you say, at this wind speed, okay. We import electricity here, so we're fine. Yes. The coal and so on. It's going to be autumn before you're finished ending this. If you don't shut up. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.